this man, the man's got children. Where did he get the children from? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new flat. Seeing as I've just moved house, I thought it would be kind of appropriate to be out with the old and do a jolly old empties video. Yes, I did bring a bag of empty beauty products to my new house with me. Yeah, that is something that I've done. I probably should throw them out before I have to explain to my boyfriend just why these ones came along with me. But yeah, oh, I'm gonna have a bit of my tea. Oh. But yeah, so these are the products that I've used completely up, and yeah, let's just dive right on in. I'm going to go with a product that I have literally finished up today, and that is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. When I first got this, I think I actually filmed it in my French pharmacy haul. If I mention anything, if it's a review that I've done like on my blog of the product, or a video that I talk about, I'm going to link them all down below for you. But anyway, when I hauled this, I was kind of a bit sceptical, and I must admit, like, I feel like if you are sort of an office worker or ride the tube a lot or take lots of long haul flights, I think this would be a really great handbag essential for you, because I just think it sort of like refreshes your face, just wakes you up and perks you up when you put it on. Another thing that I've used up very recently is a big old bottle of Bioderma. I've reviewed this one before. I think this is kind of a staple, to be perfectly honest with you. I've tried a few other dupes. I've tried the L'Oreal and Garnier one, and I must say that I still do prefer the Bioderma. The original, I don't know if it's because it's in my head, but like, I just prefer this one. I have got two Nivea in shower body moisturisers. I have reviewed the specifically dry skin one on my blog, and I have tried recently out the Nourishing Cocoa one. They released two other formulas, the cocoa and I believe it was a honey one as well, but I can be wrong, and I decided to give that one a go. I must say I do prefer this one, not that this one was necessarily bad, but I do just prefer the original dry formula. I prefer the consistency of this one because this one was more like a cream and this was kind of a bit more like buttery, which if that's what you're into, then maybe try this one out. But as I said, I preferred this one, not that this one was bad. I just really like this product and I use it every single time I shower. Speaking of showers, I've got a shower gel here. This is the Sugar Crush by Soap & Glory. They've got a scrub in the range, they've got a body butter in the range, and you can just smell like a sweet, sweet lime. And I would be okay with that. If I didn't have so many like body butters and body lotions and stuff, like I would definitely get just the whole set to smell like this. But at the minute, I've just got so many that I shouldn't really be buying any others. But yeah, this was in one of my favourites previously, and I just think it smells really nice, and because it's like a cream rather than a gel, I feel like it's more nice on the skin as well. And the pump's really handy if you have a loofah. I think it's great to just pump this into your loofah and away you go. But yeah, I really do like this, and it's always in 3 for 2, so it's not as expensive as you think it is. I think they're around £6 on their own. But if you bought the whole set, you'd get something free. So anyway, yeah, I really like that. I think these are my only dry shampoos that I've kept on hand. I think I have had multiple ones of these two because these two are my faves, but I think I've just kept hold of two of them. Again, I spoke about both of these in my previous favourites videos. I like both of these. I tend to chop and change between both of these dry shampoos. I find the Dove one always is more expensive, which is a bit of a pain. And I find like the Batiste, although this is the XXL volume Batiste, which is I think like 50p more, but personally I think it's worth it because I do notice the difference in my hair. I chop and change between the two, whichever's on offer. But whilst I was away, I feel like I've beat this horse to death about how much I like this dry shampoo. But this is the Naughty Mother's Clean Freak, which can't get in the UK. Ooh, mum's ringing. My mother is ringing me. Give me a sec. Hi mum, you alright? Sorry about that, my mum is on her way. Girls' night tonight. Anyway, I think I was talking about this here. I feel like I've beat this to death. I think this is a really nice, cheap dry shampoo if you can get hold of it. So there's that for you there. Let's carry on with hair, shall we? And these are the Stafford Big Fat Healthy Hair range. I think these also were in a favourite recently. I just really liked that they sort of felt like they did everything that I wanted. Like they felt like they prepped my hair, and I felt like they didn't like weigh my hair down, because I put quite a lot of sort of volumizing products in my hair just so that I don't really have to do anything with it because I'm lazy. And yeah, I just really liked using these. I think they were they did the job, and I'm sad to see them go. If you weren't aware, I use deodorant. Way! I realised last time I didn't hold on to any of my deodorants, I just threw them away. But I tend to use this brand, which is the Palmolive Soft and Gentle. I use whatever sort of scent's about. I don't really have a particular favourite. I've also only kept hold of one of these, but I have used more than one, I do promise you. But yeah, these are just really simple, really easy, do the job. Like, I don't do any hard labour or anything, so they work for me. I've got a bit of makeup here, which is the Bobbi Brown Corrector. I use the shade Porcelain Bisque. As you can see, it is completely gone. I use this literally right up. I use this underneath my eyes to cancel out the colour, because I have quite dark eyes. Sometimes I conceal over the top of it like you're supposed to, sometimes I don't, depending on what mood I'm in. It is like, I think like £18, which seems like a lot, but honestly, because you're using this like just under your eyes here, you'll be surprised, particularly if it's for personal use as well, you'll be surprised how long this really can last. And you know, it's pretty small, pretty compact, and yeah, I would recommend this. Got a few other bits of makeup as well. I've got a sob story in the form of my Avon Supershock liner. This is a gel eyeliner formula, very similar to like the Urban Decay ones or the Rimmel ones, and basically I kept a lid off of it and it all dried up. So this, let's say that this is an empty rather than me just binning it, because yeah, it just fell right out. Put your lids on your eyeliners, particularly if they're gel ones, because I'm just throwing it about, because they dry out and that is not fun. And I think this is my last bit of makeup. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Again, I think I reviewed this one. The brush is really great. It's really similar to the Gimme Brow brush. And yeah, do you know what? This like looks really great, but I don't know if I would repurchase it, because if like the price per milliliter, like I know you're only using it on your bottom lashes, but the price per milliliter, like it's like, I think it's like £60 if it's a normal size mascara. So I don't know, part of me kind of is in two minds whether to get it again, but equally I've got loads of mascaras at the minute, so I probably won't be repurchasing this anytime soon. But that all being said, it is very good if you've got oily eyes, like smudgy eyes. This is really great at staying on the bottom lashes. And yeah, so if you can deal with having two mascaras and want to pay, I think this is £12 for this size, and they do last a while, go for that. I have a texturizing spray. This is the L'Oreal Texture Styling Supersize Spray. I quite like this one. It was fairly thin, it smelled nice, and I think like it added like that bit of grip to your hair, which you liked. I think, from what I remember, I think I reviewed this one. Oh, still got a bit left. When I reviewed this one, I did quite like it, and yeah, it was nice. I think my personal favourite is the Charles Worthington as a Orbe dupe, but this one was also pretty nice, and I actually think this one's actually like really cheap as well. Oh, back to the bath. We have, speaking of the sugar crash, here's the scrub to go with it. I was harping all on about it earlier, and here's the scrub. I've used the scrub up and I like the scrub as well. Although what I will say about the scrub is I prefer the texture of the breakfast scrub by Soap and Glory, because that feels like a lot thicker, whereas this one doesn't, but I prefer the smell of this one, so whatever floats your boat. Let's keep with the bright pink Soap and Glory packaging. I have a hand food here. I actually will be honest with you when I squeeze like the last bit of it out, because there was a point where if you ever have like a 3 for 2 and you buy, like say you've got two products, like you buy one thing that you know you love, like just to make up the 3 for 2, and for a while it was hand food for me, because I really like it as a, what are they called? Hand creams, that's what it's fucking called. I think this one, it's sort of like got to like near the end and I like switched out for another one and I didn't use it, but so I chucked the rest of it away because it's separated. But I do like this hand food. This is a really great no fuss run-of-the-mill hand cream. Ooh, I've got a hair mask here, again one that has haunted my favourites before. This is the Moroccan Argan Oil Mask by Avon, and yeah, I did really like this when I had this. I also really enjoy the oil that they do in this range as well, and it's also really cheap. So if you're thinking about using like argan oil in your hair but you don't want to spend too much money, then I would think I would look at this range from Avon. I know that they do a shampoo and conditioner as well, so if you have particularly dry hair, then I think that they would work really well for it. Speaking of hair masks, this is the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. This was in my previous favourites, and as you can see, I have got the litre version of it now. Whereas I had like a teeny tiny sample in a Birchbox, and then I picked this one up. I really like this, and what's like kind of a shame about it, like if you buy, this bottle here was £15, and I would say this lasted me 5-6 washes, but again, obviously it depends on how much hair you have. And what's really frustrating is like that price per milliliter, it's like really expensive. But whereas if you buy like the big litre, if you know that you like it, because equally you don't want to shell that money out if you don't like it, it like works out to be like a normal hair mask. I do really like this. I just think it's a bit of a shame that the small bottles are really expensive. I've got not one but two perfumes. I'm going to start with this one. This is the Juicy Couture Noir perfume. I have reviewed this one and I love this one. My only issue with it is, if I get up close, as you can see, it's like got a mirrored bottle. So you can't see inside how much you have left, which is a bit of a pain. So it like kind of like snuck up on me that I didn't have any left. But I really like the smell of this. I feel this is very much my like going out to the club perfume. If you know me, that's not very often. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's like, you know, sexy and nice and blah, blah, blah. And on the other side of the spectrum completely, I have a small Laura Mercier perfume. This is the Fresh Fig one. And I really like this one as well. Like I really like using this like on early mornings because it smells so like crisp and fresh. And yeah, I really like this perfume as well as like, so this was kind of like my daily perfume and this was my night perfume, and I loved both of them. Like I think with perfumes, I think it's pretty obvious that if you didn't like the scent, you wouldn't buy them. So obviously I did, but yes, I love both of these. I have gone through a whole bottle of the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Plus. And I really like this. Do you know what? What I found as like another great thing to use this for is if you have a serum which is like slightly tacky on the skin, put this over the top and it just smooths it all out. It feels fantastic. So I've harped on about both the Effaclar Duo and the Effaclar Duo Plus before. I really like the range from La Roche-Posay. I really like their products. And I like them as a skincare brand, and I think this product is just really great. I've got the Neutrogena Visibly Clear Daily Scrub Spot Stress Control. This range was brought to my attention by Wayne Goss, if you've ever watched his channel. There's a moisturiser in the range, like a moisturising gel, which I do use as well. He's really hot on the whole level of the pH level of salicylic acid in products and when they like work or don't, and he said that this range was really good for it. And I really enjoyed this. This was kind of like a creamy and minty, like would wake your face up. This is a great scrub to use in the morning. And you know what, like I really do like Neutrogena as a brand. Like I wish I used them when I was sort of 13, because I reckon they would have really helped out with my skin, because sort of at that point I like wasn't wearing lots of makeup and that wasn't necessarily clogging up my skin. I just think I needed a good face wash, and that sounds disgusting, doesn't it? I needed a good face wash, well I did. And yeah, I really like this one. And last but not least is my Vitamin C Microdermabrasion by The Body Shop. I'm actually going to cut this open because although try as I might, I can't get any more out, but I reckon if I cut it, I'd have a couple more uses out of it, so I'm going to do that after this. But I really like this as well. I would use this once a week. I tend to use this on a Monday, if you wanted to know. And yeah, I don't know, I really liked it. It's like a real deep exfoliation. The Body Shop are always doing deals, so the next time they're doing like a buy one get one half price, maybe cast your look over to this one because I thought it was really good. Well, that is everything from me. That is everything out of my Holland & Barrett bag of joy. I'll probably do another Empties video in the new year. Oh my god, listen to me. Where's my life going? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you soon. Bye guys! Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Now I've got to clear all this up.